A very good morning to all our viewers. You're watching the morning news show here on CNN News 18. I'm Sakshi Singh Litoria, here to walk you through all the latest developments from in and around the world. Starting right off with that showdown in Parliament. It's the day 5. We'll have to see whether the Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha resume in a smooth manner, or will the showdown continue in both the houses. But for now, the chasm between the opposition and the centre seems to be widening over violence in Manipur. Now, Union Home Minister Amit Shah has written a letter to Congress Chief Kharge and Congress MP Adhir Chaudhary, assuring both leaders that the government is ready for a comprehensive discussion on Manipur. However, the opposition has collectively rejected this. They are adamant about discussing Manipur in the Prime Minister's presence. The opposition is also preparing a no-confidence motion against the government that will be signed by 50 MPs and submitted to the Speaker. Now, the Grand Old Party has called a meeting of its Lok Sabha MPs in its Parliamentary Party office today at 10:30 a.m.
आज दोनों सदन के विपक्ष के नेता को पत्र लिखा है कि कितनी भी लंबी चर्चा के लिए मैं तैयार हूं। सरकार को कोई डर नहीं है। चर्चा जिसको करनी है मणिपुर पर, वो चर्चा करने हमें कुछ छुपाना नहीं है। हमने दोनों विपक्ष के नेताओं को मैंने आज पत्र लिखा है। मैं कहता हूं कि जनता आपको देख रही है, चुनाव में जाना है, जनता के खौफ को ध्यान में रखे और मणिपुर जैसे संवेदनशील इश्यू पर चर्चा के लिए उचित माहौल सदन में बनाइए, ऐसी मेरी विनती है। आपका धन्यवाद।
Why the opposition doesn't want the truth regarding the Manipur crisis, as they so call it, to come to the fore. We reiterate our request as BJP members that the opposition allow a discussion as has been enunciated by Shri Amit Shah.
हमने भी ऐसा प्रधानमंत्री नहीं देखा जो विपक्ष से इतना शर्माता हो कि वो सदन में जवाब देने से घबराता हो। ऐसा भी हमने प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने देखा।
क्राइम अगेंस्ट विमेन, इफ देयर इज अ क्राइम अगेंस्ट चिल्ड्रन, जिस प्रकार का दुर्व्यवहार आज हम देश भर के अलग अलग इलाकों में देख रहे हैं, गंभीर समस्या है, संवेदनशील विषय और सरकार इसके लिए तैयार है। इसमें कोई राजनीतिकरण करने का कोशिश ना करें।
Mr. Modi, this is Parliament. Come here. We are waiting for the last 4 days for you to speak on Manipur. Come and speak. Your choice. Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha. We'll welcome you. Open the debate.
Thanks to our Prime Minister. আমার মনে হয় ইন্ডিয়ার নামটা ওনার পছন্দ হয়েছে, গ্রহণ করেছে, পাবলিকও গ্রহণ করেছে। তা তোমরা সবসময় কোয়েশ্চেন করো, তো ওনাকে কিছু তো বলতে হবে, তাই বলেছে। ইন্ডিয়া টিম যখন খেলতে নামে ইন্ডিয়া ইন্ডিয়া, তখন কি আর কেউ মুজাহিদিন বলে? ইন্ডিয়া টিম, দেশটার নাম কি ইন্ডিয়া। হোয়াট ইজ ইউর মাদারল্যান্ড? আমরা লিখি ইন্ডিয়া। তো ইন্ডিয়া ইন্ডিয়া ইন্ডিয়া, যত ইন্ডিয়া নামের সাথে যুক্ত করে ওনারা যত বাজে বাজে কথা বলবে, তত মনে হবে যে নামটা ওনাদের পছন্দ হয়েছে।
ऑनरेबल स्पीकर लोकसभा के यहाँ बैठक हुई, ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग। उसमें हाउस सुचारू रूप से चले, इस पे बहुत डिटेल में चर्चा हुई। हमने हमारा पक्ष रखा, विपक्ष ने भी अपना पक्ष रखा। विपक्ष की ओर से एक ही डिमांड आ रही है कि प्रधानमंत्री जी स्वयं आकर के चर्चा की शुरुआत करें। प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा कि विपक्ष हताश है, निराश है प्रधानमंत्री जी की लोकप्रियता को लेकर के, इसलिए बहाना ढूंढ रहे हैं कि हम हाउस को डिस्टर्ब कैसे करें, हाउस में हंगामा कैसे करें, इसलिए नया पैंतरा फेंक रहे हैं।
पहली बात, अभी अभी विपक्ष कह रहा है कि हम प्रधानमंत्री मोदी के नाम पे चुनाव लड़ेंगे। अरे जब आप वोट मोदी जी के नाम पे मांगते हो, चुनाव मोदी जी के नाम पे लड़ते हो, तो सदन में अमित शाह क्यों बयान देंगे? सदन में भी फिर प्रधानमंत्री मोदी ही बयान देंगे ना। उन्हीं की जिम्मेवारी है, उन्हीं के नाम पे लोगों ने वोट दिया है, उन्हीं के नाम पे दोबारा वोट मांगोगे आप। पहली बात तो ये। दूसरी बात ये, मणिपुर को आप किसी छत्तीसगढ़ या राजस्थान से कैसे कंपेयर कर सकते हैं? तो बहुत बहुत गलत बात है कि सरकार मणिपुर के लोगों का अपमान कर रही है, मणिपुर की समस्या को ट्रिवलाइज कर रही है, मणिपुर की समस्या को छोटा दिखाने के लिए अन्य राज्यों की समस्याओं को उसके साथ खड़ा किया जा रहा है, गलत है।
See, the tragedy in Manipur is a national tragedy. The day the session of Parliament began, the Prime Minister said that what has happened in Manipur should make our heads hang with shame. So if the Prime Minister believes that what has happened in Manipur is indeed a national tragedy, what stops him from coming before both houses of Parliament and explaining as to how things came to such a pass? How did Manipur become a national tragedy? Why should incidents have happened in Manipur which make our heads hang in shame? The Prime Minister is the head of the government. The buck stops there. And so therefore the Prime Minister in any democracy should not be hesitant, diffident, or even scared of facing the House. So what is stopping the Prime Minister from coming and making a statement before the House? Isn't what the opposition demanding absolutely legitimate?
Meanwhile, amid the rising violence in Manipur, CNN News 18's Kamalika Sengupta continues to report from Ground Zero. Take a look at some exclusive reports.
The remnants of destruction is very clear in Sugnu area. You can see behind me also. These are the remnants of the destruction in this area which took place during May, and right after that in various times this destruction took place in this area. That's what the locals say. You can see that one after the another the houses in this region are damaged, absolutely damaged, and the cars have also been torched. Would just like to ask the people out here if they can speak, and that's why you protect village at night.
Yeah, we protect our village at night.
Bunkers.
Yeah, at bunkers.
Why bunker?
Because to protect from
The other side.
from enemies.
From enemy.
Yeah, from cookies. If they enter hiddenly, then they can shoot at us.
So you protect all through the night. You sit here
Yeah,
and batch by batch.
yeah, best by best.
So this is what they protect their village batch by batch, because they feel that other side is enemy, and that it's clear it's battleground Manipur. Destruction is everywhere in Manipur. You are in Sugnu and you can see this is another dilapidated building, and during the 1 month back this area was totally burned down. As you can see that the remnants are there everywhere of the burned structure. So this is the real scene of Manipur where the boundaries are required. We are standing inside Manipur. There is no international border, but there is border within the border. You can see this is the condition. The forces are keeping an eye, but this type of the situation is such that everywhere it is destruction, and you can see how this everything is garden, and you see this you see this entire cover that is given is because there used to be some village here also where people used to stay. The houses used to be there. This is Sugnu. Everything was there, but this cloth has been given to cover up the destruction that's there inside the village. There is no one in the village. No one exists in the village because the entire village is burned down. There is no village now here. You can see it's not one house, it's not two houses, it's not 3 to 4 houses. All the houses, everything is burned down. We are in a place where this entire village behind me is burned down. This is said to be the boundary. The boundaries between two communities. And in one area, there is only and only destruction all around me. This is what is Manipur all about now. This is where it feels that really I'm standing in the war zone, a battle zone. And the remnants of this destruction says the actual story of Manipur, which has to reach to the people. This is Kumalika Sengupta with Anshuman Roy, reporting for CNN News 18 from Sugnu.
Now we have some weather updates for you. Heavy rains have lashed several parts of Delhi NCR, including Noida, Greater Noida and Ghaziabad and Gurugram as well today morning. It is expected that light to moderate rains will continue throughout the day today. The heavy rains in Noida and Ghaziabad have also led to waterlogging on many major roads, affecting the road traffic as well. So this is the recent weather update we have for you. It's still raining outside. Delhi witnessed moderate to heavy rainfall this morning, causing waterlogging in several areas of the city. The vehicular traffic, as I said, was also affected due to lack of visibility on the roads. Along with Delhi, several parts of Noida and Ghaziabad were also hit by rain during the early hours of this morning. Now, some parts of Delhi NCR witnessed moderate rainfall yesterday as well. The continuous spell of rain raised the water level of Hindon River, inundating several houses and roads in Greater Noida as well. So this is the recent update that we have on the weather, that moderate to light rainfall has been received in several parts of the Delhi NCR. Shifting focus to some updates on that Gyanvapi row. Now, after the Supreme Court on Monday halted the ASI survey at Gyanvapi complex till 5 p.m. today, the Muslim side filed a petition in the Allahabad High Court on Tuesday against the judgment of the Varanasi court. Remember, Varanasi District Court allowed the ASI survey at Gyanvapi complex after the petition of a Hindu group that sought to ascertain if the mosque was constructed on the site of a Hindu temple or not. The Allahabad High Court will continue hearing the arguments from both sides at 9:30 a.m. today. Now, during the hearing yesterday, the mosque committee primarily alleged that the ASI survey would damage the premises. However, the Hindu side has clarified that no damage shall be done to the property.
अभी तो मुस्लिम पक्ष का आर्गुमेंट चल रहा है, जो मस्जिद कमेटी है उनका आर्गुमेंट चल रहा है, उसके बाद हमारी तरफ से रखी जाएंगी बातें। अभी हिंदू पक्ष की तरफ से कोई आर्गुमेंट स्टार्ट नहीं हुआ है। डिसीजन जो भी होगा, ऑनरेबल चीफ जस्टिस का जो भी आदेश होगा उसके हिसाब से होगा।
अंजुमन इंतजामिया ने ऑनरेबल इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट में अपनी याचिका दायर की है 227 आर्टिकल में। उसमें हमने अपनी कैवियट दाखिल की थी और उस कैवियट की कॉपी उन्होंने हमें रिसीव कराई है। अभी ये मामला कब हियरिंग पे आएगा, इस पे कोई स्पष्टीकरण नहीं है। इसमें मैं कोई प्रेडिक्शन नहीं कर सकता हूँ। ये ऑनरेबल इलाहाबाद हाई कोर्ट के सामने रजिस्ट्रार लिस्टिंग उसको कोर्ट के सामने रखेंगे, ये उनका अपना इंटरनल एक कार्रवाई है। पर जहां तक हमारे केवियट फाइल करने का सवाल है, हमने केवियट फाइल की, हमें कॉपी मिली है और जैसे ही लिस्टिंग की कोई भी नोटिस आएगी या अपडेट मिलेगा हम आपको बताएंगे। सूट की मेंटेनेबिलिटी का इशू है और दूसरा एएसआई सर्वे का इशू है और उसमें यह भी इशू है कि जब कोर्ट की प्रोसीडिंग स्टे थी तब एएसआई सर्वे का ऑर्डर कैसे हुआ, तो उस केस की अपनी टेक्निकलिटीज है और वो केस इस केस से कनेक्टेड नहीं है।
सुप्रीम कोर्ट में याचिका नहीं दाखिल की गई। सुप्रीम कोर्ट में केवल मेंशन करके चीफ जस्टिस ऑफ इंडिया से ये रिक्वेस्ट किया गया कि वी आर फाइलिंग पिटीशन बिफोर द ऑनरेबल हाई कोर्ट, और पिटीशन हाई कोर्ट में फाइल करने के लिए कुछ समय लगेगा, इसलिए तब तक इसको एएसआई का जो कार्रवाई हो रहा है उसको रोक दिया जाए। सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने विदाउट फाइलिंग एनीथिंग ओरल सबमिशन पर उन्होंने ये कर दिया कि 26 तारीख की शाम को 5 बजे तक एएसआई का सर्वे जो हो रहा है उसको मैं रोकता हूँ। गो एंड फाइल पिटीशन बिफोर द ऑनरेबल हाई कोर्ट।
सुनवाई हुई, हम लोगों ने हेयरिंग स्टार्ट की है, खुदाई की जा सकती है। दूसरी चीज, अभी ये स्टेज नहीं है। कोर्ट को जब तक कि दोनों पार्टीज की एविडेंस ना आए तब तक कोर्ट ने विदाउट एनी मटेरियल ओनली उनकी एप्लीकेशंस के बेसिस पे ओपिनियन फॉर्म कर ली है, और जब तक एविडेंस नहीं आएगी, इश्यूज नहीं फ्रेम होंगे, तब तक कोर्ट जो है साइंटिफिक सर्वे का ऑर्डर नहीं कर सकती।
Moving on. Today is the 24th Kargil Vijay Diwas. It's a day when the entire nation commemorates the triumph of India in the 1999 war with Pakistan. Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh will be present at the Kargil Wall Memorial today. He will pay homage to the Jawans who laid down their lives for the nation. Rajnath Singh is also expected to speak after laying the wreath. CNN News 18's Ishan Mani with this ground report from Dras Kargil. Take a look.
The army is today remembering all those who laid down their lives while fighting for the nation here in Kargil. Behind me is the Indian Army Chief, who has himself come here and is interacting with Veer Naris, Indian Army soldiers, ex-servicemen and all those people who have fought during the Kargil War. And he also recognized their work. Several of next of kin were provided and were recognized for their work. And several of them have today gathered here. And Indian Army Chief also went to the memorial and lit these candles here in remembrance of all those brave hearts who laid down their lives. You can see right there that army personnel are right now lighting these candles, and there you have the memorial, Kargil War Memorial. The Operation Vijay, which was launched for several months, resulted and made sure that all those who had intruded were pushed back. It was not an easy battle. Operation Vijay was a combined effort of several troops, including the Indian Army, the Air Force and the Navy. The joint task to make sure that the enemy is pushed back from these mountains. There were use of force, but yes, today, Indian Army and other soldiers gathering here to pay their tributes to all those who have died during that particular war here in Kargil. So you have been here for a very long time. You have been coming here. How have the things changed? What was the situation back then, and how is the situation now?
See, during that time, it was a war situation. All the villages were deserted. There were hardly any, local population staying here. And now when I come here after 24 years, I find so much of change here, so much of development has taken place, so much of roads have been built, and all those peaks which were, vacant that time, and some of those peaks have been occupied by us to ensure that no such, infiltration takes place again.
You also you were a commanding officer back then. How passionate were the forces to go up there, recapture the land which the enemy had occupied?
See, in us, it was a sense of, betrayal, the enemy has betrayed us. And he was sitting on top and we were down below. It was a very difficult situation for us. And we knew that, until unless we remove him from here, either he will kill us or we have to kill him. If we have to survive, we have to kill him and reoccupy the same space. So that it was a battle of survival. We wanted to survive ourselves. That's why they killed the enemy and pushed him away from here.
Well, it's time to slip into a very short break. Stay with us for more news and updates on the other side.
Days said, I've spoken to all factions, I've spoken to the government, but we have seen that nothing has come out of it. What is the problem, or what is the possible justification that where a state is going through a constitutional crisis for more than 80 days, our Prime Minister should shy away from a debate or participating in a debate? And the no confidence motion, if it happens, I don't know if that has been closed. It's very simple A no confidence motion against the government is to tell them that there is a part in the country, there is a state in the country where the people of that state do not have confidence in this government. Their own BJP MLAs have spoken out against the BJP government in Manipur and the BJP government in the center. They are speaking on every channel. Even on your channel they have spoken, other channels they have spoken. There is a huge trust deficit there, and I think we need not. It's not always about a number game or no confidence motion.
Okay.
No confidence motion may be won, it may be lost. But there is something to be said here about the fact that the people of Manipur have lost confidence. Mizoram is now getting into turmoil. As you have seen, thousands of people have gathered. What is unraveling in the northeast needs serious attention in the parliament, and short of the fact that Prime Minister is refusing to join the debate, it is our democratic right to invoke every instrument that parliamentary democracy allows.
GVL Narasimha Rao, as the representative of the ruling dispensation, the ruling party, the onus for running the House is always on the government. And the opposition is basically saying that if the Prime Minister were to decide to make a statement on Manipur tomorrow, then the House will be allowed to function right after that. Instead, what we've had is 4 wasted days of Parliament.
No, Zaka, opposition, the Parliament functions according to its rules. Parliament functions according to conventions. It does not conform to blackmail by the opposition. And on any subject, the minister concerned replies to any debate on subject matter of that particular ministry. Here you have a very capable and a very senior minister in Shri Amit Shah, who has actually visited Manipur, and he knows the latest situation on Manipur and can answer to any questions on Manipur to the opposition. And he is, for the last 4 days, the government has been saying that we are ready for a discussion. As soon as the session convened on 20th morning at almost 11:10 in the
Welcome back and thanks for staying with us. Now, after Andhra Wakf Board's chairman Khadir Basha passed a resolution declaring Ahmadiyyas as kafirs or non-believers and non-Muslims, the board has now distanced itself from his statement. Now, the board has now issued an official statement stating that no resolution was actually passed against the Ahmadiyya after bifurcation, and the disputed matter is pending before the Telangana High Court. This comes after the Ministry of Minority Affairs stepped into the matter and called the resolution a hate campaign. Remember, the central government on Friday had asked the Andhra Pradesh government to look into the complaint made by Ahmadiyya sector of the Muslims against the State Waqf Board.
मंत्रालय में अहमदिया समुदाय से निवेदन प्राप्त हुआ कि उन्हें एक राज्य के वक्फ बोर्ड ने काफिर घोषित कर दिया है। मैं अल्पसंख्यक मंत्री के नाते ये स्पष्ट कर देना चाहती हूं, देश का कोई भी कानून वक्फ बोर्ड को यह इजाजत नहीं देता कि वो किसी को अपने धर्म से विहीन करे। इस संबंध में यह भी स्पष्ट करना चाहती हूं, मेरे पास जो जानकारी आई है उसमें यह ज्ञात हुआ है कि किसी एक नॉन स्टेट एक्टर एक संगठन के फतवा को सरकारी ऑर्डर में तब्दील किया गया है। यह भी संविधान और एक्ट ऑफ पार्लियामेंट के विरुद्ध है। हमने प्रदेश की सरकार से गुजारिश की है कि वो संबंधित वक्फ बोर्ड के संदर्भ में कार्रवाई करके हमें सूचित करें।
Shifting focus to some positive and inspiring story, Pooja Yadav was paralyzed after falling into a well. She trained and ended up competing at the Para Athletics Championship in Paris. This is her story.
This is a story of grit and determination from Rewari in Haryana. Pooja Yadav was paralyzed at the age of 17 after falling into a well. Despite being bedridden for 11 years, 4 months of training saw Pooja rise as a champion.
Bronze medal goes to Pooja from India.
Competing in the National Games and the World Para Athletics Championship in Paris, where she clinched the bronze medal in javelin. Pooja says that days spent in bed for 11 years were the most difficult of her life, but she never lost hope. She was inspired by the 2016 Rio Paralympic Games, where 4 players from India won medals. In 2016, Pooja underwent surgery and moved from a bed to a wheelchair. She met Beam awardee coach Satbir, who took up the mantle to train her. After being selected in 2017, Pooja won the bronze in the shot put at the National Para Championship in Jaipur. Now, her home is full of medals.
सुबह 5 बजे उठती हूँ। वो सेशन के हिसाब से होता है, कभी 4 बजे भी उठना पड़ जाता है, कभी 5 बजे भी। ब्रेकफास्ट करके जाती हूँ घर पे। तो हम तो देसी आदमी हैं, तो घी दूध ऐसी चीज़ों में ज़्यादा विश्वास करते हैं। ट्रेनिंग मैं सुबह और शाम करके मतलब दिन में 6 घंटे हो जाती है।
Pooja has been selected to participate in the Asian Games and is busy training.
अक्टूबर में पैरा एशियन गेम्स है, उसके लिए मैंने क्वालिफाई किया है। पैरालंपिक्स भी है, तो मेरी दिल इच्छा है कि मैं पैरालंपिक्स में मेडल लाऊं और देश का नाम रोशन करूं, परिवार का भी।
Pooja's dream is to clinch a gold for India. She says it's important to be mentally strong to overcome all odds to be successful. She is a true inspiration for the nation.
Well, that's all from me for now, but stay with CNN News 18 for more news and updates on the other side.